Well, hello, my friends. This is Kevin, the Homemaker Husband. Once again, welcome. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Changed my words up a little bit there just because. In thinking about the last few weeks, we've had a fair amount of new subscribers. And I want to say welcome and thank you. I also thought I should maybe just take a brief moment to explain why this channel is called The Homemaker Husband, why I am the Homemaker Husband. Now, that being said, I ask, please keep this in mind. My wife keeps her health condition very private. And you would understand that certainly on social media, this is not the place to be blasting out any issues or conditions that you would have, right? So I'm sure you understand that. But my wife is, and I will say, my wife is suffering from a fairly debilitating condition. And over the years, it has gotten harder and harder for her to do things. I'll say it that way and just leave it that way. Hopefully she's okay with that. So that is why I end up doing the housework, and she technically will do the shopping, like she prepares the lists and stuff like that. And if we do an online order, I go pick it up, I go pick it up, but she does it all. Today, she had compiled a list of things and sort of relating to Christmas and stuff that we're short on and whatnot. So I actually went and shopped simply because the last online order she did with Walmart, she was fairly dissatisfied, and I don't blame her one little bit. So that's kind of the reason why this channel is called The Homemaker Husband, because I kind of have to do things that my darling wife would love to be able to do by herself. Don't get me wrong. She doesn't like any of this. I am nowhere near the homemaker that she would be. Or that she was, so we'll keep that in mind. Also, I want to update you on the deer meat situation. I went and picked it up this week. It was getting fairly late when I got home with it, so I didn't do any video, but the deer cut 102 pounds of meat. So that should be adequate for Michelle and I, and for Kaylin. I think we probably won't really have to buy too much meat throughout the winter. I had it, most of it ground. I told him I wanted 70% of it ground. So we may at some point, if we're wanting to eat steaks and stuff like that, run out of them, but that should be a while. Excuse me. I haven't actually even eaten any of it myself. I plan to have steak tonight to try him, see what it tastes like. So looking forward to that. Now, as I said, I ran over to Walmart, did a little shop there, so I'll show you what those are, or what we picked up there. And of course, I'm trying to think of something else that I had wanted to say. It slips my mind right now. If I can remember, I'm having more and more senior moments all the time, but if I can remember, I will discuss it after I show you what we picked up for groceries, so stay tuned. So starting from my right, working to the left once again, that's the way I like to do it. I picked up these two bags of the Great Value barbecue chips and a bag of the regular. I shouldn't really even be eating chips, but I like them. They're my nemesis, I guess. I shouldn't say nemesis, that's not the right word. They're my weakness, at least. But I can stretch them out and make them last for a while. So anyway, I will do that. I got 3 bags, 2 barbecue, 1 regular. Picked up 2 packages of the Great Value bacon. This is one thing that we have learned. See how nice that looks? I'm selective when I'm going because they'll have a lot of this in the cooler thing there. And I look through it and I try to find bacon that looks pretty much like this. When we do an online order, they just grab a couple of bacon, however many we've ordered, they just grab them. And sometimes you don't get the best cuts of bacon. Just saying. We ate half a package this morning And it wasn't really very nice stuff to cook. It wasn't very nice stuff to eat. But anyway, it's neither here nor there, I guess, at this point. I got 2 of them for us today. I picked up another dozen eggs. We didn't eat as many this week as we ordinarily do, but we do plan on doing some baking and whatnot, so we will need some eggs, and we will probably, without a doubt, be eating some eggs. I picked up another bottle of this, no sugar added spaghetti, listen to me. No sugar added ketchup. I like it, I'm used to it, and hey, that's all I use. And a regular bottle of the tomato ketchup for Michelle. Also, 2 of these Pillsbury Crescents. We're really liking them. They're quick and easy to make a little snack there, so we like to have some on hand, so I got 2. Got another package of this oven roasted chicken breast for sandwiches and whatnot, and just general snacking. It's pretty healthy, really. Just eat a little piece of that rolled up or whatever. I picked up 2 of these Great Value peanut butter. We are going to do a little bit of Christmas baking, not a whole lot, but so I got 2 of them. They were on sale. I can't remember what the price was, but I think they were anyway. And this, an interesting product. Plant-based KD. Not cheese. No dairy. It would be vegan. And you know what? It, I would say, very, very closely mirrors regular Kraft Dinner. And you know, I was over 30 years old before I had Kraft Dinner. Probably over 40 years old before I had it, but I like it. We don't eat a whole lot of it. We are going to make one of our Kraft Dinner and ground beef and tomato soup concoctions here right away, and that is very, very good. So simple and very good. Another package of hamburger buns. Often we like regular hamburgers, chicken patties, and I make bologna sandwiches with the hamburger buns because they're round, right? And as you can see here, obviously, I got another tube of this Chris Brothers bologna that I so often make my lunches with, and sometimes we fry it and stuff for breakfast and whatnot. It's very good. And yes, even though I just got a whole whack of deer burger, I picked up 2 of these. Michelle is going to let me try the deer meat first, and if I survive, then maybe she'll try it. But anyway, yeah, 2 pounds of ground beef. Another loaf of this whole wheat bread. Yes, it's upside down or backwards for the camera. Wonder Bread. You know, that's what we typically buy. Okay, and here, 2 more cases of this zero sugar 7-Up. I like that. I like it quite a lot. I've been trying not to drink any cola, and I think I've only had 1 can of Coke in the last 6 weeks, probably, at least. Because it's getting close to Christmas, and today we are actually going to be wrapping some gifts. I picked up a package of tape because I know we have some here. I know where it is, but we'll be running out right in the middle, and that's aggravating. I picked up some more tags, 100 tags there for gifts as well. And this little bag here, it's quite cute, quite pretty. It's for Michelle's grandmother, who is 100 years and 8 months old. So yeah, we got that. I picked up this for myself, forgetting to look to see if this was scented, and it is scented. I put a little bit on my hand, immediately began sneezing and my nose running. So guess what? I'm not going to be able to use that at all. So my bad. We needed some bleach, so I just got 1 jug. Enough said. And 10 more assorted flavors of the cat food, right? Trying to mix it up a little bit. She really is plowing through it. She'll eat at least that in 1 day, and sometimes an extra one. Also, we had to have some wrapping paper. I thought this stuff here was really quite pretty. Yeah, I said that right out loud. And of course, a box of cat litter. So that's what we got there. So stay tuned. Okay, everyone. Got a couple of items here I'm going to show you. I had to take Kaylin to Costco. And so, you know, it's like go to Costco, you can't walk out of there with a hot dog. Or so it would seem anyway. Didn't spend too much money, but I'm going to show you what I got. And then we'll wrap this video up. I want to say that Michelle and I, we wrapped some Christmas presents. We have an issue here. I can wrap Michelle's, but Michelle is unable to wrap mine. So she kind of waits for Kaylin to come, and Kaylin will give her a hand wrapping those. But we wrap the ones for her, for Kaylin and stuff, and anybody else that we're buying for. And we don't have a lot of people to buy for, trust me, sad as that is. But those presents I will wrap, and I will wrap the ones that I get for Michelle, and Kaylin will probably wrap anything that is for me. But we did get a start on that. I guess that's the whole point. We got to start on that. Yeah, so I'm going to show you what I picked up at Costco, and then just wrap the video up. So stay tuned. Okay, I'll start right here. We got these Sunrise Farms chicken ham and Swiss. We've had these lots of times. This is one of those things that when we go to Costco, generally speaking, I will pick up some of these. There's 8 in the box. They're very well priced, and as I said, many nights I work late. I don't get home here until 7, 8, 9 o'clock even some nights. And these are fairly quick and easy to get something to eat anyway. And we like them, so lots of people complain, but we like them. Anyway, also, I picked up 2 of these again. You've heard me say before that you cannot beat the price on that ibuprofen anywhere. That is technically the equivalent of Advil, probably made in one of those factories anyway, but there's 120 in each one of those, and for $9.99 you can't even remotely come close to the price on Advil, and that's what it is basically. Picked up a package of these cookies. I guess I've got them sitting around backwards. We're going to put the price up anyway. They were $10.99, I think. This time, all they had was this one flavor, which is perfectly fine. I'm going to bag each one of them individually in a sandwich bag. They go in the freezer. Michelle wants one in the morning, or if she wants one, I take it out for her. Or if she wanted 2, but she never eats 2. But if she wanted one, I just take out 1 baggie out of the freezer. By the time she's feeling like eating it, it's thawed out, works perfect. Picked up a case of these green giant peas. 12 in there. We'll put the price up. It's a good price. These chicken wings, we always used to buy them in the box. They don't carry them in the box at this time at Costco. They're in this bag. This bag is bigger. 2 kilograms. I think the other box was 1 kilogram, so it's double. It's a better price now to buy them this way, so we would ordinarily have got 2 boxes anyway. This works. Icing sugar, simply because there will be some Christmas baking, and we don't have very much of this left, so I got 2 bags of it. For whatever reason, they only had the 1 kilogram bag. Ordinarily at Costco, we get 2 kilogram bags. This time they did not have, but I got 2 kilograms anyway. This is the pop I've been drinking. 0 sugar, 7-Up. It's about a third cheaper, really, than Walmart's current special. So yeah, we'll put that price up. It's a really good deal, so I got it. And of course, 2 packages of the Kirkland bath tissue. I just bought 1 the last time I went, and that proves to be wrong. You just might as well get 2. Anyway, stay tuned. Okay, also I thought I would just show you. This is what the deer ground, my brain wants to call ground beef. It's venison. So This is what the packages of ground venison look like. That's supposed to be a pound. It probably is. My little scale, the battery, I just went to turn it on, the battery's dead. So we got a lot of this, and I'm actually going to make this package of steak tonight. I haven't even eaten any of it yet, but I'm going to give it a try, and hopefully I will be able to report that it's as good as the one last year. That's going to be hard to beat. I have one other thing I want to do, so stay tuned, and we'll do that. I'm going to stop talking about the election. This isn't really about the election in the U.S., but I want to say this, and we can leave it alone. A lot of you who disagree with me, like you're not happy about the way the U.S. election turned out, a lot of you have been very gracious, right? And I would like to think that if my party hadn't won, and I say that being a Canadian, it's a mindset, not just a party, right? If my side hadn't won, let me put it that way, I would grumble under my breath, probably drive poor Michelle crazy, but I wouldn't savage you, and many of you have not savaged me, and I appreciate that, even though you disagree. And there's been a couple of people that really went out of their way to be not very nice, and I'm not surprised by that, and it doesn't bother me. But here's what I want to say. When it comes to elections, for those of you that are Christians, such as Michelle and I are, even though we vote, we pay attention a little bit to politics, we don't hang our hats on the outcomes of elections. Now, one side or the other, I mean, elections have consequences, for sure they do. And if the side I prefer loses and the consequences get bad, then we just have to suck it up. But I want to read this. Don't turn me off if you're not a Christian, just listen. In Psalm 146, and I'm reading from the New American Standard Bible, that is my preferred. I like this version best. And there'll be people that have problems with that as well. But anyway, we can talk about that later. Psalm 146, verses 3 and 4 says, "Do not trust in princes, in mortal men, in whom there is no salvation. His spirit departs, he returns to the earth, and in that very day his thoughts perish." So basically speaking, when we elect or vote for a leader in our country, we want good government, and that's what we're hoping they'll deliver. Right? But they're just men. They can't save us. Can they make this life here in this realm a little better or a little worse? Sure they can. But they can't save our soul. They won't have anything to do with where we spend our eternity, right? Only Jesus, right? Faith in Jesus Christ will save. So, if your man didn't win this time, and if your man didn't win this time, if my man didn't win, ultimately it's not going to mean a thing in all of eternity. But how we feel about Jesus Christ will. So that's probably guaranteed to lose me some subscribers, and say la vie. This is Kevin, the Homemaker Husband, saying thank you very much for watching. Keep sending those prayer requests and know that you are prayed for. So I want to say God bless and bye for now.